broadcasting as we are all week at this trade show in Las Vegas from the Human Touch exhibit, where our guests are enjoying a wonderful massage after their interview, because I don't want them asleep beforehand. Check it out. Katie, who was recently on the show, as Chris will pan over to the left, will show Katie enjoy. You're supposed to have your eyes closed and relaxing. She's having too much fun in the Human Touch Supernovo here in their exhibit. But we're talking about all kinds of cool new products and guests doing some fun things and having a good time. One of the interesting products we came across here in Vegas is a mower with a mind. That's scary, huh? The robots are taking over the world. Well, the Vice President of Product Development for a company called Worx, which is a Positech company, is Todd Zimmerman. Todd, welcome into Tomorrow. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Dave. Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Not too many guests wander around and bring to the broadcast area a lawnmower.
Well, it's a robotic mower, so we rode it over.
Oh, perfect. And I'll bet, boy, that could be handy here on the show floor. Just riding the mower. People think, I've seen a lot of stuff here at this show, but that's something different.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So tell me first about Worx, about the company, and then let's get into what you're showing here.
Absolutely. So Worx has been around for almost 20 years. Started in the outdoor power equipment arena with string trimmers, lawn mowers, hedge trimmers, blowers. Ventured into power tools, brought Worx Power Share, same battery expandable power, into the market.
Good.
And really has a core competency in robotics, and especially robotic mowers, outdoor robotic mowers. We've been focused on it for about 12 years. We've launched across the globe in 2012, so we've been out for just a little over 10 years now. The biggest market in the world is Europe by far.
Really?
And thankfully, with the innovation that we brought, we're number one market share in Europe. And now we're trying to figure out how to bring all of that wonderful technology to really grow the U.S. market and the adoption to the U.S. market for robotic mowers.
And I see the pun you said there, grow, because, of course, that means grass is growing and you need to cut it.
Slightly, yes.
You didn't even know you did that, did you?
I'm trying to work it in.
I see. Landroid Vision is what this is called that you brought to show us. And, again, those listening on the radio, just when you can, visit intotomorrow.com, check out the interview with Todd, and you'll see this very cool-looking mower that, frankly, looks like a little vehicle of itself, but the fact that it says Landroid Vision suggests to me that there's some vision built in.
We've given robotic mowers the gift of sight.
See, that's where I get the medium bucks. The obvious occurs to me sometimes. So how do you give the mower the gift of sight, and how does that make a difference?
Well, let me start from the beginning here, just real quick.
Okay.
All right? The biggest thing for the U.S. market, the reason it hasn't been adopted as well as it has in Europe, is because boundary wire installation. So currently, right now, if you buy a robotic mower, even ours under the Landroid brand, you have to take an electrical wire and bury it in your yard. If you want to go across your driveway, you have to bury it across that concrete. It's a long process. It's frustrating. Most of the time, it's going to break over a time period, and you have to find where that break is, right?
Oh, and I remember years ago when the very first ones were coming out, not your brand, unfortunately, but somebody, I don't even remember the one, but that's what we had to do.
Right.
We had to bury the wire, which I thought at the time, great technology, very cool. Yeah. But you're right, all the issues that occurred with that, it was like, you know what, just pull the mower out and cut the grass,
Right. So we have a boundary wire version as well, right?
Okay.
Does very, very well. Operates very, very well. But we want to take the frustration out of it. So we've given Landroid the gift of sight. And what we've done is added an HD camera, a high-definition camera to the front that is wide angle, and that gives us the gift of sight into your yard. So we take or process 20 images per second into the neural network, right? The deep learning neural network, getting really space age here.
I was going to say the mower's got a neural network.
Oh, it's got brain power that you can't believe.
Oh, wow.
So essentially what we're asking it to do is bring that data in, understand your surroundings, and make two simple decisions: grass or not grass.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Makes sense. Now, does not grass mean things like sprinkler heads or a hose left on the lawn or dog poop or something?
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. You're going down the right path. So essentially what we're doing to get rid of zero boundary wire installation, so no boundary wire needed, you have the gift of sight. The camera sees images to process that data to say grass or not grass.
Okay.
So if you have mulch if you have dirt, if you have concrete, if you have a garden hose, it's going to process that and say, I need to either steer away from it or steer around it.
Okay, because, whatever it is, I'm not supposed to cut it.
Correct.
Right.
You're not supposed to run over it or run around it. Now,
Yeah.
the other part, though, right, and when we started talking about this from a boundary wire standpoint, to get across different areas of your yard. Like in mine, for instance, I've got a front yard, a driveway, then a side yard. If I had boundary wire, I would have to bury that wire across concrete. I'm not technical enough to do that. Plus, I don't want to cut my concrete.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And it may also include a walkway separately, and now you've got to cut that up, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with Vision, we don't have to worry about that. What we've done is introduced an RFID tag or an RFID disc that literally just sits in your lawn, or you can bury it underneath. When it goes across it, it identifies that and says, that's my area to be able to cross that concrete pad. So now you have the ability to do multiple different zones in a very easy installation process.
It sounds like it's almost like a high-tech virtual bridge or something.
That's exactly what it is.
Just cross here, don't cut. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is, right?
Nice.
And we want to make, again, the adoption of robot mowers has been slow in the U.S. So the biggest thing we want to do is help our users, help our consumers get over that frustration and give robot mowers a chance, because the ultimate thing is we're all trying to find more time during our day.
Sure.
Right? Mowing takes up time. Now, you might like it, you may not, but it's a chore.
Yeah.
And if you allow a robot mower in your yard with easy installation, the more it mows, the healthier your grass is. And by the way, you can either sit down and have a beer or go out and get away and not have to worry about that chore of mowing anymore.
Or go out and look at your neighbors envious of how your robotic mower is
Exactly.
taking care of the yard.
Watch your neighbors sweat over a push mower as you're
Yes.
sitting there holding the beer in your hand and having a good time.
I love it. And no doubt the mower with a mind, is it available yet? And if not, when and how much?
Absolutely. So we have 3 different versions. We have a 1/4 acre, a 1/2 acre, and a 1 acre unit. It'll be available mid-April to early May.
Of this year?
Of this year.
Okay.
This year. And the price points are $2,400, $2,600, and $3,000.
Okay. Wow. And it does make a difference then if you've got an acre versus half an acre or something, why you would want to use that one?
Yeah, it does. So we have different it's part of our Worx PowerShare battery platform.
Okay.
So the 1/4 acre comes with a 2 amp hour, then you have 4 amp hour and 5 amp hour.
Got it.
But we also work with the firmware to make sure it has the proper understanding to cover that square footage of an acre, half, or 1/4.
Sure. And in the very front, when Chris gets to it again, it looks like headlights, but that's where I'm assuming you plug in the power adapters?
Absolutely. So it has a charging base.
Okay.
Right? It does come with headlights. We didn't bring it with us. So one of the unique parts with the headlights, when you install it, you'll be able to mow at night. So now think of this, right? You go to bed, your mower goes to work, you wake up in the morning, your grass is mowed.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
your neighbors are saying, did they do that at night?
Exactly.
Is he hitting the bottle again?
And they don't even hear it because it's so quiet.
I was going to say, it's not a gas engine because
Not a gas
it's
engine.
very quiet.
Absolutely. So you can mow anytime. It's only 59 decibels. You don't honestly even hear when it's working.
Yeah.
The ports in the front, although they do look like headlights, those are the charging ports. So there's a dock that's in front of it. It moves into the dock to charge.
On its own?
On its own, which is the best part. So you never have to worry about runtime.
Yeah.
Because when it's out mowing, it's going to understand when the battery has a certain state of charge left that it's got to go back to the dock and charge up before it goes to mow again.
And it knows that it's got enough power to go back to the dock, so stop the cut and go
Exactly.
charge.
Absolutely.
Sounds a lot like the home vacuums, right? Robotic vacuums.
Yeah.
That it's that kind of a brain, if you will.
Absolutely.
To know what to do and to know where to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, so in-home vacuums and mop are growing exponentially.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So everybody wants that technology. Now we want to bring that technology, that ease of technology, out into your yard. So inside we got rid of mopping and we got rid of vacuuming. Why not get rid of mowing?
Love it. I love it. Do check them out at Landroid-Vision.com. Just what we've been talking about. A mower with a mind and a camera, well, several, that keep an eye on things for you and do the job for you. Todd, you're a delight to chat with. Thanks for bringing the mower as well. We'll let you write it back to your exhibit now.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, Dave. Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure. Again, Landroid-Vision.com. And, of course, as always, we'll get you there when you visit us at intotomorrow.com. Todd's turn for the massage chair now in the Human Touch exhibit. I'm Dave Graveline. Stay tuned as we bring you further into tomorrow. You guessed it, right here on the Advanced Media Network.